A hiker can walk within 10 feet of the most dangerous animal in the Appalachian Mountains and never know it was there. It may be hidden beneath leaves, inside a hole beside the trail, behind a wall of rhododendron, or attached to the back of the hiker's own leg. The Appalachian Mountains stretch across a vast section of eastern America. Their trails pass through crowded national parks, remote forests, rocky ridgelines, and valleys where animals still move between places used by millions of people. Most wildlife avoids humans, but avoids does not mean cannot hurt. A bear may learn that backpacks contain food. A venomous snake can disappear against the forest floor. A 1,200-pound animal can stand silently around a bend. And the creature most likely to make a hiker seriously ill is so small that it can feed for hours without being felt. These are 8 dangerous animals hiding near popular Appalachian hiking trails, and the last one may already be closer than you think. Number 8. Yellow jackets. The first animal on this list does not hide in the trees. It hides beneath the trail. Yellow jackets often build colonies underground in abandoned burrows, hollow roots, and gaps beside streams. A nest can sit only inches from a path used by hundreds of hikers. The danger begins when someone steps near the entrance. One disturbed yellow jacket can release alarm chemicals that bring others out of the nest. Unlike honeybees, yellow jackets can sting repeatedly. A hiker may suddenly be surrounded before understanding where the insects are coming from. For most people, the result is painful but temporary. For someone with a severe allergy, a sting can trigger anaphylaxis far from immediate medical help. Late summer and early fall can be especially difficult, when colonies are large and hikers may find yellow jackets more aggressive around food. The safest response is distance. Do not swat at them or remain near the nest. Move away quickly while protecting your face. The next animal also disappears into the ground, but it waits alone. Number 7. The copperhead. Few animals match the Appalachian forest as perfectly as a copperhead. Its body carries bands of brown, tan, and copper that resemble curled leaves. A snake lying completely exposed beside a trail can remain almost invisible until a boot is close enough to touch it. Copperheads occur across much of the central and southern Appalachians. They favor rocky hillsides, wooded slopes, stream edges, and piles of leaves or timber. They are venomous, but they do not normally chase hikers. Most bites happen when someone steps near a hidden snake, reaches beside a rock, or tries to move one. Copperhead venom can cause intense pain, swelling, and tissue damage, but fatal bites are uncommon with modern medical treatment. The most important rule is simple. Watch where hands and feet go. A fallen log may be a convenient seat. A rocky ledge may look like the perfect place to steady yourself. But those same spaces provide shade and shelter for a snake relying on camouflage instead of escape. The copperhead hides quietly. The next snake usually gives a warning, but not always. Number 6. The timber rattlesnake. The timber rattlesnake is one of the largest venomous snakes in the eastern United States. It inhabits rocky ridges, wooded mountains, talus slopes, and sunlit openings throughout much of the Appalachians. A mature snake can exceed 4 feet. Its venom is medically significant, and a bite requires immediate emergency treatment. Yet timber rattlesnakes are generally reluctant to strike. They often remain still, depending on camouflage or attempt to move away. The famous rattle is a warning, not a promise. A snake may not rattle if it believes remaining motionless is safer. Its rattle may also be difficult to hear near wind, water, or conversation. This creates a dangerous misunderstanding. Hikers sometimes assume they will always receive an audible warning before getting too close. The encounter becomes more likely around rocks warmed by the sun, or after darkness, when snakes may move across paths that retain heat. Give any snake enough room to leave. The animal does not need to be removed from the trail. You do. Number 5. Wild hogs. A wild hog can hear or smell a hiker long before the hiker sees it. In the southern Appalachians, invasive wild hogs move through dense vegetation, wooded slopes, and muddy areas where they search for roots, insects, nuts, and almost anything else they can eat. Large males can weigh hundreds of pounds. They have powerful shoulders, surprising speed, and tusks capable of causing severe injury. Wild hog attacks on hikers are uncommon. Most animals escape before people approach. The most dangerous situations involve a surprised hog at close range, an injured animal, or a mother protecting piglets. A trail curving through thick vegetation can remove the distance both sides normally depend on. Signs may appear before the animal does: freshly disturbed soil, deep tracks, mud rubbed onto tree trunks, or a strong musky smell. If a hog stands its ground, do not run directly toward it, corner it, or move closer for a photograph. Back away and give it an open escape route. It may look heavy, it is not slow. Number 4, the elk. The next animal is even larger, and tourists regularly approach it as though it were tame. Elk were once eliminated from much of the eastern United States, but restored herds now live in sections of the southern Appalachians, including the Great Smoky Mountains. That return has created remarkable wildlife encounters. It has also placed large animals near roads, fields, visitor centers, and hiking areas used by people who may have never seen an elk before. Adult bulls can weigh more than 700 pounds. During the autumn rut, testosterone rises, bulls compete for females, and behavior can become more aggressive and unpredictable. Spring creates a different danger. A mother with a hidden calf may interpret someone walking closer as a threat. Elk do not need antlers to cause serious injury. They can charge, kick, and cover distance much faster than a person can retreat. The greatest mistake is assuming that an animal standing calmly near people has accepted their presence. Calm can become defensive in seconds. If an elk changes its behavior because of you, you are already too close. And farther north, an even larger animal can appear on the trail. Number 3, the moose. The northern Appalachian Mountains pass through New England, where hikers can encounter moose in Maine, New Hampshire, and nearby regions. A bull can stand more than 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh well over 1,000 pounds. Despite that size, a moose can remain surprisingly difficult to see in thick forest. Its dark body blends into shadow, and its long legs allow it to stand behind vegetation that hides most of its outline. Moose usually have no interest in people, but they may defend themselves when approached, startled, crowded, or separated from an escape route. Cows can be extremely protective of calves. Bulls may become unpredictable during the breeding season. Warning signs include ears pinned back, raised hair along the shoulders, lip licking, or an animal walking directly toward you. Unlike a bear, a charging moose is not trying to eat you. It wants the threat removed. That distinction will not make the impact less dangerous. Place a large tree or solid object between yourself and the animal and retreat without challenging it. The next creature is smaller than a moose, but it shapes how hikers store every piece of food they carry. Number 2, the American black bear. Black bears inhabit almost the entire Appalachian Trail corridor. Most encounters end with the bear leaving. That normal behavior is one reason people become careless. A bear repeatedly exposed to human food can lose its natural caution. Backpacks, tents, shelters, coolers, and even scented toiletries may begin to represent calories. Once that association develops, a bear may approach campsites, tear into equipment, or refuse to leave. Black bears are powerful, fast, and unpredictable. Attacks are rare, but serious injuries and deaths have occurred. The greatest risk is often created long before an encounter, when hikers leave food unsecured or allow a bear to obtain a reward. Never run from a bear. Do not climb a tree and assume it cannot follow. Give it space, make yourself known, and follow the response recommended for the animal's behavior. If it is simply passing, allow it to pass. If it approaches, stand your ground, make yourself appear larger, and prepare bear spray where carrying it is permitted. A bear encounter may become the story a hiker tells for years. But the number one animal is encountered far more often and usually leaves no story at all until days or weeks later. Number 1, the tick. A tick does not roar, rattle, charge, or defend a nest. It waits. It climbs grass, low vegetation, or leaf litter and extends its front legs until an animal brushes past. Then it transfers onto clothing or skin and begins searching for a place to feed. The bite may not hurt. The hiker may never feel it. Across the Appalachian region, black-legged ticks, lone star ticks, American dog ticks, and other species can transmit illnesses. These include Lyme disease, ehrlichiosis, anaplasmosis, and Rocky Mountain spotted fever, which can become life-threatening if treatment is delayed. A tick can attach near the waist, behind the knee, under an arm, along the scalp, or anywhere difficult to notice. That makes it different from every animal before it. The bear announces its presence. The elk occupies the trail. The rattlesnake may warn you. The tick succeeds because nothing seems to have happened. Preventing bites means using effective repellent, treating clothing and equipment where appropriate, staying away from dense vegetation when possible, and performing a full body check after hiking. Removing an attached tick promptly can reduce the chance of some infections. Then symptoms still matter. Fever, headache, unusual fatigue, muscle pain, or a rash after a possible tick bite should not be ignored simply because the hike happened days earlier. And that is the reality of wildlife along the Appalachian trails. The animals that look most terrifying are rarely hunting people. A snake depends on being overlooked. A hog wants an escape route. A moose or elk becomes dangerous when someone crosses a boundary. A bear is often changed by access to human food. The smallest animal on the list is the one most likely to follow you home. So watch the rocks. Give large animals room. Protect food. Check the ground before sitting. And at the end of the day, check yourself. Because in the Appalachian Mountains, the most dangerous encounter may be the one you never noticed.